Hello and welcome back to the ProgHat channel. Thanks for being here. I just want to thank again all the recent subscribers and appreciate the comments. I'm halfway to 700. Whoa, that happened pretty quick. Pretty exciting. We'll get there. But anyway, the purpose of why I'm doing this video, I just wanted to share my thoughts about the upcoming releases. I understand I'm talking about the Beatles. The Now and Then is going to be released this week or something to that effect. I don't remember all the details. And next week we're getting, or pretty soon we'll be getting around November 10th, November 12th, the Red and Blue compilations reissued. And if I understand it right, the Blue comp will have the extra song Now and Then. But before I get into my thoughts about that, I'm not here to make a rant video. I'm not here to be over opinionated or give that vibe like they should have asked me what they should have done. No, not doing any of that. I do like the music of the Beatles. Some of my first records were Beatle records. I do want to say that. And then I do want to say that there's probably at least 2 or 3 channels that I get my Beatles updates about. And one of them is Matthew Street. He has a great channel, and I remember tuning into his channel right around the time when he was going through the Paul McCartney albums. So I really enjoyed that. I haven't watched them all, I don't think, but I usually get my news from him or the gentleman from England, Parlophone or Parlogram, something like that. Those are the 2 channels that I get my Beatles news from. There's probably one other, but I just don't remember who it is. And then I let those other folks make their, big time Beatle fans make their videos about the Beatles, and a lot of times I don't watch them. I'm being honest. They probably don't watch me, and that's cool too. But so going back, my thought is, yeah, I'm excited, but I'm more excited about Beatle fans getting some more music. Now, what I was thinking was, why the Red and Blue comps? I know they're coming up on an anniversary, but it just seems like we just not too long ago got those reissued and remastered, and those sound pretty good. I, in my collection, don't have those. I don't even have the Blue comp. Every time I find out there's a record missing, I used to think I had it, but then one day I was checking it, and I had side 1 and 2 in both, because it's a gatefold on the Blue comp. I had side 1 and 2, the same album. So I was like, okay, I didn't look at it before I bought it. Now, I did have the reissue at one time of I just remembered something, of the Blue comp, but I gave that to one of my sons. I gave it to him to, start a collection of music. But the one that I have in my collection now is the red one here. And I have 2 copies of this. And it's because I found 2 good deals of it. It's the red. Ooh, I can't even talk today. Excuse me. Red wax versions. I would like to get the one with blue wax, and I have seen it, so I'm just waiting. I'm not in a really big rush for it, but yeah, I'm excited for the Beatle fans. We all get to hear a new song, and that's really, really neat. But I didn't understand why it had to be the root, and I think I know why, if I remember right, because those Red and Blue comps are celebrating also their anniversary. Some, I don't know if it's 50 or whatever the number is, reissued, and that's cool too. Hey, I'm sure Beatle fans won't not buy it. Here's what I was thinking. When I used to buy Beatle records back in the junior high days, I bought also Beatle bootlegs. I don't know what else to call them, but they were bootleg records, and they were usually put out by some low budget label you never heard of, and they would have all the demos and much as they put on those, and they would have a different album cover. My favorite one was the psychedelic one, and it had, I don't remember what it was called, and I've seen it once, and I think it's about $40, but it had like a couple of versions of Strawberry Fields, Forever. Then it also had Not Guilty, which I think was done with the Beatles. Sounds like it would have been a good song for the White Album, or maybe it was from the White Album. And some other stuff, and I love that comp. Sometimes I think about getting it, just like I sometimes think about getting the Great Lost Kinks album. I used to have that too, but I don't. But for the Now and Then, I don't understand why it couldn't been have released like the Beatles, Now and Then plus rarities or something, and just have one album with Now and Then and some other rarities, even if there might be some repeats. Because now if I understand it right, they're going to put Now and Then on the blue comp, which I find like I'm so used to that song order on the double LPs that putting that in there, I don't know where they're going to put it, where they're going to add it, would just, for me, would kind of throw that off. It's like, here's my example, Pink Floyd, when they reissued their albums, they did the final cut, and they put a song called When the Tigers Broke Free, which was, I don't know if it was played in the movie, but I remember it being a picture sleeve single, and it came out on its own. And it seems to be a song that was supposed to be on the wall. I don't remember the whole story, or it got taken off. But they put that song on the final cut when they reissued the album. So when I was listening to it, I used to have it, but I traded it. And I think that's what the reason it kind of like threw. It was kind of odd where they put it. I don't remember what song, but it just threw. I had gotten so used to the final cut the way it came out that's how I wanted to hear it. I don't even have it in a collection of my Pink Floyd records anymore. I like the record. I don't think it's a bad record, and I think it's a really good record. Maybe not a great record to some, but the blue comp, I feel the same way. If they're going to put that song on there, that one song, I don't know, it might seem out of place, or for me, it might interrupt the flow. But maybe not. I don't know. I don't work in those certain circles, and nobody reached out to me from Apple to get my opinion. That's just the way it goes. I have another type of job that I do. So, but anyway, it's not a bad thing if they do it. But I'm sure folks would appreciate it. I'm looking forward to hearing the new song. Now, will I get it is the other question. I'll probably lean towards if they do it. I'm sure they're going to do reissued on CD, and if they put it on there, I'll probably get the CD version. I honestly, I just got to watch the budget about certain things, and certain albums, reissues, deluxe edition, they're getting pretty pricey, as well as a record store day. And so, I like food. I like gasoline in the car. I like making sure that payment of the mortgage gets done. But, hey, everyone's different. Everyone has a different status in life, and some can get it, and that's cool, man. Go for it, right? And some can get all the variants. That's cool too. I'm not knocking any of that down, but I will, like I said, if I get it, it will probably be the CD versions. Or usually I trade. Sometimes I trade for CDs. Sometimes I get a little pile of records. You know what? I'm going to look to see what they have on CDs. Especially that I'm trying to work on building my Elvis Presley collection. I got some good help coming for me from Jeff at Speaker's Corners. He's going to help me out and help me know which ones to get. So I trust that he'll help me. And so I've been building my Elvis collection slowly but surely. I got that 1960s box set, which is really cool. But this was really about the Beatles. And yes, I'm still working on my Elvis collection. But yeah, so folks, enjoy when you get it. We're getting another new song. I just kind of wish it would have made like an anthology 4. That's what I was trying to say. Even if it would have been just a single, not a double or triple album set, I would have liked to seen the continuance of from Beatles Anthology 3 to 4. That could have happened. And done like the way Bob Dylan's been doing it. You know, these official bootlegs number wherever he's at now, 12, 13. And you get bootleg songs. You get things you haven't heard. You know, they didn't go and get like an album like Self Portrait and say, hey, you know what, we're going to add a couple of new songs and re-release it. And, you know, I like that. I like that. I like the Neil Young ones or bootleg series that he's doing too. But that would have been neat if they would have just put that as a Beatles Anthology number 4. Even if it would have been a single and called it Now and Then. And then here's some other songs. You might have got some of these already. But hey, you know, try to make it a good full length. I don't know what would be good, like at least 60 minutes of music. But anyway, just my thoughts. When you get all the goodies you're getting here recently, Beatle fans, enjoy. I'm happy for you. Please, if you like this video, hit a like, and if you want to be a subscriber, hit the subscriber. I appreciate it. Just my thoughts.